So, T-minus 1 day until meatless November begins. Actually, less than a day. It's about 10 hours. And, then the adventure in vegetarianism, I guess you can say, begins. I've been asked by people in the groups and the chats about why I just don't go straight vegan, and pretty much a lot of people tell me it's not really the way to go. Jump both feet, right into it right away, especially when you don't have any idea what you're doing. I do have some friends that are vegan, obviously. I got some friends that are vegetarian also, but I just think that it would be easier, and more realistic for myself to try the vegetarian thing first and see if I can push into the vegan at the end. I don't know. It's not really, it's not part of the deal, but who knows? Things change. A little bit about myself. Guys also asked me about why I went keto and what was up with that. And I went keto at the request of my doctor. I was overweight and I had a bunch of health issues coming around the corner. Type 2 diabetes. I have eosinophilic esophagitis, GERD, and Crohn's disease along with that. And at the time I was taking a lot of medications for those three, and those medications were affecting my liver. So they caused me to get non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that was affecting my kidneys. So my doctor thought it was in my best interest to change my diet, lose weight, lean myself out, and she's like a 70-year-old throwback hippie, great person, and she had initially asked me if I would go vegan, and I said, I don't know, I kind of like bacon a lot, and just as long as my my meats are cruelty free, and I know that could be that could probably spur some animosity in the comments about cruelty free, but grass-fed beef, no hormones, organic, all that good jazz. But so I really wasn't feeling the vegan thing at the time. So then she looked up keto. She said, maybe you should try this keto. She gave me a bunch of documentation and literature and videos and stuff that I used to get onto the program. And I'll see what I can do. I'm not like a techno person, but I'll try to put some pictures in the video. Probably fail horribly at it, but we'll see. Because I was pushing a 38 waist, and not healthy at all. I'll put it that way. So I started the keto, and she had gave me a challenge to lose 15 pounds in 90 days. So I started strict keto right away. I cut down to 20 grams of carbs a day. I was still eating 2,600 calories a day, but most of those were from cruciferous vegetables and good meats. And I lost 20 pounds in 10 days. So I call her up and I said, hey, I lost the weight. And she said, your scale's broken. I'm like, no, I'm telling you. And she's like, well, you're going to have to come in because I don't believe you. So I go in, and by the time that it was a Friday, so by the time I actually got in there, I'd actually lost 24 pounds. And she's like, holy crap. But I said, oh, I can stop now, right? I'm done. She's like, no, just keep going, see how much further you can push this. So I eventually got to the point where I was, I'm 5'9", 5'10"-ish, and I got down to about 152, 154 pounds, and I thought I looked great. I was cut, seriously cut, maybe 5-6% body fat. And my wife looked at me one day. I was getting out of the shower. She's like, you look sick. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I look great. She goes, no. You look sick. You look like you're sick. You need to put some weight on. You look like there's something wrong with you. So at her request, I now, I stay right around like 170. But yeah, so being that I went on the keto and I changed my lifestyle, I got healthy, I'm actually off all my meds. So I take none of the meds for any of my digestive ailments. I no longer show any signs of type 2 diabetes. No more, cravings for sweet, processed, little fun things to throw in your mouth. So that's how that went. I've been doing that for about 18 months. And don't get me wrong, we have me and my wife. My wife's also keto, but she never really went strict. She did like the 50 grams of carbs a day, and she lost like 35 pounds. But she also lost a ton of inches. She was a 36 triple D, and now she's a 34B. Yeah, so she says her back feels better, but I'm a guy, so take that for what it's worth. But yeah, so that's how the keto thing came in. I'll go ahead and I'll put a link to my Strava down in the description, and you guys can check that out if you like. But tomorrow's the big day. I will try my best to take some pictures of whatever I eat. Being that I was on the keto thing, I also did intermittent fasting, so right now I only eat 2 meals a day as it is. We'll say how satiated I can keep myself, so I'm not starving to death, and make sure I keep my fiber in check, so I'm not running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. So, all right, until next time.